This is probably going to be one of the more harder videos, but, I want to explain in detail of why I am probably never going to get a dog again. So, back in February of last year, I had to put down my, I want to say, 10, maybe 12-year-old dog, Tank. He might have been older. He was a rescue, so it was estimated that he was about 6 months old when we got him. But that was just an estimated guess, because no one really knew for sure how old he was. But it was around 6 months, if not a year old already. And he was a big boy, so making it to 10 years was quite a surprise on everybody, because older dogs don't live as long as younger and smaller dogs do. But, I'm going to explain why I got a cat instead of a dog, and why I got a cat so soon, instead of waiting years later to get another animal. Tank was my guy. He was my best friend. He was the dog, the person, which this might sound very sad. He was someone who I had when I had literally no one else to talk to. There was a period in my life where I got extremely depressed, and I felt like I couldn't talk to anybody about that, which I know the very first thing people would say is talk to a counselor at school, or talk to your family, your dad's always there, grandparents, whoever, but I didn't want them to know that I was hurting. So I talked to my dog, which to some people may sound crazy. If you have dogs or cats, you understand where I'm getting at. I would talk to him and communicate with him and express and cry on him, and he would just let me do it. He didn't care. He was a dog. He couldn't judge me if I told him something, or get mad at me because I said something that he didn't like, or whatever else. He was just a really good boy who I could talk to, who wouldn't, because I didn't need someone to help me. I needed somebody to vent to, and that's who he was. That's what he was. An animal I could vent to and tell my problems to, and express that I want to cry and be able to cry in front of, without instantly assuming that they're going to judge me based off of crying, because sometimes everybody has them. They have little crying times where they're upset or sad and they just cry, and they don't know why they're crying, they just do. Which is fine. Everyone needs those, like, cry for no reason times. We all need to express ourselves, whether it's for no reason or for 1,000 reasons. But after he passed away, it got very lonely here. I had my dad and stuff, but it was different because he had work all the time. So I came home from school and came home to nothing. And then I have to wait till 8 for my dad to come home. But by then I was tired from homework and school, and already had my dinner and was ready to go to bed. Sorry, hang on. Having a little bit of anxiety attack, and it's really hard for me to talk during the anxiety attack, so I'm trying to calm down so that way I can keep talking, you know? and I apologize if I start crying and it gets hard to understand what I'm saying. But it was really hard when he passed away. He was a very big part of my life. I mean, I had him for 10 plus years. I had him when I was 7. Passed away when I was 18. Around 11 years? Yeah, about 11 years. Yeah, so he must have been older than I thought he was. 12, 13, around that era is how old he was, because they didn't have a really good estimated guess of how old he was when we got him in the first place. But I had him for so long. He was, I mean, to the people who don't like when other people say baby when referring to animals, I apologize, but he was like my baby. I took care of him. I bought him things when I probably shouldn't. Even when he was a bad boy, I still treated him like he was a good boy. But that's just what people do, you know? But it was really hard. It was really hard. I know when I had to explain why he wasn't in videos anymore, I cried like a freaking faucet, but it's been about a year now, and I can somewhat talk about this without my eyes watering and immediately wanting to just turn off the camera and cry, which is why it probably took me so long to explain why I may never get another dog, but also to explain why I got a cat. So, my heart still has a big hole in it from when Tank passed away. And I don't know if I am ready mentally, physically, emotionally for another dog in my life. My dad wanted to get a dog like 3 months after Tank passed away, and it was way too soon for me. Way too soon, and I couldn't. The dog needed a house, needed a home. I found it a home. I didn't, trust me, I didn't just say no, 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 no. I found a great I helped the family who couldn't keep the dog anymore find a family for the dog to go to. But I myself was not ready yet. And I am still not ready for another dog. And the reason why I got a cat a little bit under a year after Tank passed away. I got her January 11th. Tank passed away February 24th of 2019. And I got Stella January 11th of 2020, 2 days before my birthday. And I know some people are like, if it was too soon for you to get a dog, why did you get a cat? I needed something to come home to, something to love on, something to cuddle on. And getting another dog would have been too soon. But for me, and I thought about it for a long time, I thought about it for a whole year practically, contemplating, is a cat really what I need right now? Is a cat really what I need right now? And I thought, I need something that I can take care of. Because that's what it was with Tank. I got depressed, I got sad, I got lonely. Remember, Tank was there. He needed someone to take care of him, and I couldn't just say, no, sorry buddy, not today. I always had something to do. I always had a priority. It was myself first, yes, but then I had this animal that needed love and attention too. And if I got a dog, I would have felt like I was replacing Tank, which getting a cat does not feel the same, because cats and dogs are completely different creatures. Well, completely different species, not completely different creatures, typically animals, but completely different species. And with a cat, it's easier, because the fact that it is different, the fact that it is a whole new experience, and she needs the different kind of attention that Tank needed, and she needs don't touch me unless I want you to, and give me my litter box, and give me my wet food, and give me my treats, leave me alone now, okay, bye. It was different, and that's what I needed. Something different, something new, something that also needed me as much as I would need it. And that's where Stella came along. January 11th, I don't know what time exactly, but they closed at 1:30. I think I woke my dad up at 10. So I want to say maybe around 11, 12, I saw this little black fluff ball. I was originally going to get a ginger kitty. I was going to get a 6-month-old ginger kitty that was already fixed. But my dad pointed out Stella, and I was like, yes, she's the one. And don't worry, I literally saw the ginger kitty getting adopted while I was adopting Stella, so the kitty's fine. It went to a home. It found a place, which I don't know if it's a good home or a bad home, but they got adopted. I mean, I'm really glad that I got Stella, because I do have that, when I get depressed moments, and I get lonely, or sad, and I just want to lay in bed all day, she'll, like this morning, I literally slept until 11, and then I woke up, and the very first thing I heard was a meow, because I usually clean her litter box right when I first wake up, and I usually wake up around 9. And I give her her wet food immediately afterwards, so that way she can have a clean litter box to poop in, and yada yada yada. Anyways, she woke me up. Sorry. She woke me up and started purring and loving on me and stuff, and then she started getting a little antsy because I didn't clean her litter box yet, which I had to do. And the fact that I did have that something to wake up to, and something to do, and something that needed me there, and something to take care of, it makes my mind forget it doesn't make my mind forget, it suppresses those thoughts and stuff to the back, because I have something more important in the front to worry about. And when Tank was gone, it was really hard to do that. It was really hard to think, oh, well, I have this animal that needs me right now. I didn't have that anymore. It was hard to think that. But, with Stella, I have that again. It's a different kind of need. It's not the I need to go outside right now or else I'll peel over the couch kind of need. But it's the clean my litter box, bathe me every now and then, brush me all the time, give me food, okay, now leave me alone kind of need. Which is perfect. Because with Tank, he was really needy, and Stella's really needy too. But if I were to get another dog right now at this point, like pretending that I got another dog instead of getting Stella, my brain would still be depressed, in a sort of way where it'd be like, I'm just gonna have to redo this all over again. I'm going to fall in love with this dog and have the same thing happen all over again. And I know the same thing's gonna happen with Stella at some point, 10 to 20 years down the road, or for God forbid sooner. I hope she makes it to 22, so that way we can become old spinsters together. Yes, I know when she turns 22, I'm only gonna be, it's 19 plus 22. 42 or something? I don't know. Hey, some people it's old age. Right now, at this point, when I'm only 19, it's considered old age. To all the people that are 30 and older, that's a joke. Don't take it personally. But, yes, I'm very happy that I have Stella in my life because it's someone that depends on me. And having that in my life is great because that gets all the depression and stuff. It doesn't make it go away, it just puts it to the back of my mind so that way I don't have to worry about thinking about it, because when you're alone and thinking about it is when it becomes the hardest. But yes, I hope I explained everything well enough. If I didn't, please let me know, and if you have any questions or comments or anything, please let me know, and I'll make a second video discussing those or talking about those or whatever. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.